Hello, everyone. Dr. Abramson looked more like a minor league batting coach than a professor of 19th century British literature. He was a large framed, a big burly guy who bought all his clothes at thrift stores and garage sales where it was hard to find things that would actually fit his, robust build. So he settled for whatever was comfortable. But boy, did that guy understand humanity. When we finished discussing any novel, he'd ask us this question: what does this say about the human condition? It's a brilliant question, and it applies equally well to Pride and Prejudice as it does to Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. It's an important question to ask of the scripture stories that have been passed to us through the generations. What does this story say about the human condition? Sometimes, perhaps, maybe we get a little too enamored by the religiosity of the Gospels to remember that, well, they're actually human stories about the human journey. The story of the Last Supper is a great example. What happens if we dare to read this story as literature? Now, I understand that might make some people a little nervous, but save your emails for a minute. I'm not suggesting we forget or dismiss that it's gospel, but rather that we allow ourselves to encounter it as a human story rather than only as a God story. If we do this well and we do it with earnest hearts, it won't diminish our understanding, it will expand it. Exploring it in this way invites us to ponder motivation. Why did Jesus do it? Why would he break the bread and proclaim, "This is my body," and then pass it around the room? And the same with the cup. Why would he take the cup of wine, proclaim, "This is my blood," and then tell everyone to drink it? What commentary about the human condition does this story reveal to us? Well, as anyone who's ever been in the role of a caregiver can attest, this is what love does. Call it human love, call it divine love, either way, Jesus tells us it's the same love. And when we love someone, I mean really love someone, such as a child screaming out in the middle of the night, a spouse in the advanced stages of a terrible disease, or a parent who might not even remember who we are. Is this not what we feel called to do? Is this not what we actually want to do on a heartfelt, soul filled level? To break ourselves open and pour ourselves out. And when we're exhausted, when we're beaten down, when we're at the end of our rope, isn't this still the body and blood of Christ we share with those we love? We break ourselves open, we pour ourselves out, because that's what love does. When we love someone, we want to share the very substance, the very essence, the bread and wine of who we are, of our entire lives, of our entire self. And what does this say about the human condition? It says that love is willingly self sacrificing, that it moves us to give everything we are to those we love. And when we do this in memory of Jesus himself, we become, in fact, one with one another. We become one with God. Have a great week and love one another as Christ loves you. Peace.